Okay guys, this is round 3. I don't actually like Knife Juggler that much against Druid. It's just so weak to Keeper. And I have a 1-drop and a 3-drop. I'm hoping to pick up, I guess I'd just play this anyway. I was going to say I hope to pick up a 3-drop to coin into. But in this case, I might just use Glaive Zuka to clear out the Zombie Chow after it trades for the Spider. Captain's Parrot is exactly the beast that I wanted to see. Okay, I think this is kind of a tough turn. I'm not very excited about any of these plays. If I coin into an Animal Companion, unless I top deck a 3-drop, it's probably really going to be a weak turn. But I don't know what else I can do, actually. Glaive Zuka naked is pretty terrible. Misha is what I wanted to get there. Hopper just trades evenly with the Zombie Chow. It's not that good, even though it does get 4 damage in. As you can see from my deck list, I'm running kind of a hybrid deck between mid-range and Face Hunter. It's kind of in between. So it is aggressive and it does want to get damage in, but it's not a Face Hunter. I don't always go face. I'll take trades if they're good trades. Oh, and it looks like I got really lucky here and top decked another Animal Companion. This is not particularly weak to swipe, it just kills 1 minion. So I don't mind just going face here. If he had a Wrath to pair with his Zombie Chow, he could have done it last turn. He could still Zombie Chow and Keeper the Grove to kill this, but again, that's not incredibly strong. Nothing I'm afraid of to the point where I would trade into the Zombie Chow that he couldn't have done the same way otherwise. Of course, he does choose to Wrath and Hero Power it. I'm okay with that. That's perfectly fine by me. Here I have a choice between Glaive Zuka and Houndmaster. Next turn, he probably wants to play either Belcher or Druid of the Claw. And in both cases, that's pretty good against a 4/4 body, especially a Druid of the Claw. So I think to play around that, I'm going to go with a Glaive Zuka. And I'm just going to Hero Power. One thing to keep in mind is that he's seen a Web Spinner. He's not seen a Leperno. So he probably thinks that I'm running a mid-range Hunter. That's the kind of information I like to use to bluff him whenever possible. So, for instance, I might put up the Explosive Trap, and he might just not attack with this because he thinks it's going to get bounced back to hand. But in this case, the trade is so good with Houndmaster to make this a 5/4 that I think it's hard to pass that up. And I'm not really saving this charge for anything. I'll go ahead and hit him. I might pick up one of my 2 Eagle Horn bows. And we're getting that to the point where we're close to lethal. So once I get sort of close to lethal, I like to have the bow available to pull out, and you feel stupid if you have a bow and a charge, and it would have been lethal if you had just used the charge beforehand. So you had to use a defensive force of nature there, and what'd you know? And this is actually exactly what I want to play too. Look at my turn if I hadn't have attacked. Last turn I would be hitting with the Glaive Zuka and then playing a Captain's Parrot and pinging. Or Explosive Trap. Either way, it's just not very good. So I think this is the clear play here, and we're going to go ahead and just get in the guaranteed damage, because he doesn't have to attack into an Explosive Trap. I can put the Explosive Trap in this turn too. Although next turn I probably will play Dr. Boom, if I don't have lethal. I am threatening 3, 5, 7, 10 damage. So you'd have to put up a pretty good taunt to prevent it. Looks like he doesn't have it. Okay. Well, that's game. And let's have some fun.